I'm in my 30s. Life happened to me, and I'm starting over again. So starting over again in life is some sort of a bitch. Like it's something that I've been feeling lazy to start over again because hey, the process of getting back to where I was feels like it's gonna be more painful. But then I just like okay, fuck it, I'm gonna start over again. So yes, I'm in my 30s. Life happened to me. I lost what I had. It was a bit of a you know like I say, a backflip in terms of finances, and I lost whatever I had. So now I'm like starting over again to like get back to where I was. So um, yeah, so that's the decision that made me left the city. I left the city. Now I'm in the villages, like all the way back in Africa. Like I left the country that I was in. I was living in. I live in Africa right now. So, and the reason why I decided to leave and stay in Africa, like all the way back to the villages, like rural areas, is because of the cost of living. I mean, if you live in, let's say, rich countries, like where like the cost of living is very high, I mean, you find yourself spending a lot of money. Like you have to come up with like rent bills, electricity bills, water bills, transport, food, all these things. So for me, like it's just a little bit too much. I can't really focus on that. Like it's hard for me to like start over and just like be worried about rent and all these bills that I just mentioned. But it's much better if I go all the way back to default settings. So like right now, I can say put myself in default mode so I can start over again, like at my own pace and take one step at a time, like until I get back to where I was, and then that's when you'll be seeing me doing things like what successful financial people are doing, and basically just like a matter of like okay, cool, which direction should I approach life or this thing of achieving financial freedom? Like how should I approach it? So now it's more like okay, cool. I've made mistakes. I've learned from those mistakes I made on the platforms I used to run before, which is the same thing, YouTube and other streaming platforms. So now it's more like okay, I should not repeat the same mistakes I made that made me lose the platform. I should focus on like positive things that I know people are doing and they're becoming more successful in those fields. So that's what I'm doing right now. So back to before, um, I live here in Malawi, like, and the cost of living is a little bit low. Like, I found myself using $100 per month. Like, I don't pay rent. I mean, I'm at home, like all the way back. Um, Usually, I just spend $100 each and every month. So $100 when you exchange it into Malawian kwacha currency, it's good money. You can survive on it. Like, it gets to a point where like okay, cool. If you are on the what is this on a low budget, like on survival mode, it's possible to like keep yourself alive, like have money to eat, uh, buy groceries, like look good, like even having a nice beach to smash. I mean, you have like good money, you have like good resources around you compared to the other people that are living already in this country, but they like I mean you're already good because it's like it's $100. I mean, so what $100 gets you, it's a lot of money. Like I'm able to pay water bills, electricity bills, and food for my whole family. Like we like four of us, like say five of us. So it's enough for me. I'm using it to survive throughout the month, eating good food, and yeah, I mean, and just like local food. Like most of the things are not so expensive. Like I eat instead of like drinking coffee and all that stuff. Every time when I wake up in the morning, I eat sugar cane because it has water in it that has sugar. I don't need to drink tea and put sugar in my drinks and stuff like that. I just woke up and eat sugar cane, it cleans my teeth, I hydrate my body out of that $100 I just mentioned. And yeah, I mean, it's enough. So for the whole year, like that lasts me. I just like for me to like, cause like starting over usually takes around 3 months, 6 months, sometimes a year, sometimes 5 years. So for me to exist in this part of the country for the whole year without being worried about anything, I just kept $1,200 in my bank account, and then I'm like taking out $100 each and every month. So that means for the whole year I just need 1200k, like 1,200 USDs, and I can survive. I can eat good food, stay with my family, you know. Yeah, I mean, and also like take one step to like building myself to where I was. So yes, I'm on a journey of like putting myself back. So I want to focus on like self improvement, and what kind of lifestyle can you pick for yourself if you starting over again, for you to become successful when you restart it, because restarting, it's a bit of a problem. Like it doesn't feel comfortable. Like it took me time for me to like be consistent in starting over again, because like of the pain, the pressure, suppression, anxiety, and just being worried about like starting over again. So it's more like I just have to focus, pay attention to the things that like can change myself financially. Then yeah, once you just put your mind to it, then it works perfectly. So I want to teach about it. Like if you're not starting over, then I mean you can learn from the mistakes that I'll be mentioning on this channel when I post videos. Like I made this mistake, and if you're a young person coming up, I mean you can learn a few from what I'll be talking about. So yeah, one step, one break at a time. Like just keep it going until everything works out. It will work out over a period of time. You just have to be patient. Once you start making money, you invest that money. You don't just start getting girls, drinking, going out, and all that stuff. Like you should be a person that wants to invest, have enough money for you to survive, so that you don't have to work for someone or look for a job. Because having a job is more like putting yourself on a trap. Like you can't be able to function properly on your projects, because like you'll be giving almost half of your day or all of your day to someone else's effort, like in trying to make someone else's rich, like working for someone. But then if you're making small money and you like using that money towards yourself, and you are using it wisely, that means you are working for yourself, and whenever you are working for yourself, things work out. Like I've never worked for myself and failed to get the results that I'm looking for. Everything always work out. So work for yourself. Try to avoid getting a job, but you can get a job. Just make sure you balance between your time and that whosoever employs you, whosoever employed you. Like you try to like balance. Work more for yourself, work hard for yourself, and also work for the other guy. But just so you know, when you're working for the other guy, you just basically making him becoming more successful. But when you are working for yourself, I mean you are investing for yourself, and that's what's important. So pay attention to that. I'll come back on the next video.